Hi, in this video I'll be explaining how to use snapshots to save and combine the data from multiple sessions using the same PowerPoint file. This is a short video on a slightly more advanced concept, and it assumes you already have experience building Keypoint Interactive presentations. There's a link up above to a playlist for the entire tutorial series if you're new to using Keypoint. Okay, let's get started. I'm starting off with the little one-question sample presentation that we created in the Keypoint Basics tutorial. As you can see, I've already collected some data. So imagine I've run this presentation for a morning session and the audience has just left. Now I need to store this data and prep for my midday session. By far, the easiest way to do that is to drop down the submenu under the Tools button and select Reset Presentation. I'm going to tick the boxes to create a snapshot, clear the data, and clear the roster. Essentially, this is going to store the data from this session behind the scenes of the presentation and then zero everything out so that we can run the slideshow again for another group. When I click the OK button, Keypoint takes me right to the Snapshot Manager where I can name the session I'm storing and then click the Create button to save the data. Then Keypoint clears the roster and deletes the data, and the live presentation is ready to go, which we can see because my question now doesn't have any data in the chart. Where did the data go? Well, we can check on it by accessing the Snapshot Manager from the submenu under the View Responses button. In fact, if I wanted to restore the snapshot back to the live presentation, I could do that here. I'm not going to. We'll come back to that in a few minutes. Okay, the one thing I'd recommend is to save the file at this point because even though it looks empty, it does have that snapshot data in the background. Then we're ready for our midday session. I'm just going to jump into the slideshow and simulate some voting for that second group. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to repeat the same reset presentation steps and store the snapshot for this second session. And now let's do that one more time to simulate an afternoon session, starting the slideshow, collecting the votes, reset the presentation, and create a snapshot. All right, now let's go back to the Snapshot Manager, which you'll remember is on the submenu under the View Responses button. Here's all three of my sessions. Again, I could restore them one at a time, but my end goal was to combine the data from these sessions to create a unified report. So over in the Merge Snapshots area, I can select all three sessions, provide a name for my merged snapshot, and click the Merge button to create it. Now, over in the Restore area, I can restore the newly created snapshot. Keypoint lets me know that it's going to update the charts, and when it's done, my merge data is loaded into the live presentation as if all three sessions of participants were in the room at the same time. That's it. Obviously, this file should be saved to preserve all our sessions, but we can also click the Reports button on the Keypoint tab to export various Word and Excel documents based on the data. I'll be discussing reports in greater detail in another video. In addition to the merged snapshot we're looking at now, you can also use the Snapshot Manager to restore each individual session and create separate reports if that's something you need. Hopefully you now have a little better understanding of how snapshots work. Don't forget to check out the other videos in the series, and as always, let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.